Howdy, howdy. Let me get this all working. Oh, there we go. Let me turn on the volume on this. Sure, you can just turn that off. What is good? What is good, everyone? Let's turn. We're gonna be playing some Master Duel, so let's turn on the Master Duel volume. Is the volume all right? Not too loud, not too quiet. Welcome, welcome all. That's funny. I'll assume the volume's all good. Alrighty. By the way, this is going to be turned into... I like the part in the anime where they're YUBEL time. Yeah, they YUBEL'd all over. They said, it's YUBEL time. And then they smooched. No, yeah, no, we are playing YUBEL. It is out in Master Duel, and I have, taken away my paycheck from myself, and, you know, we had to build it. We had to build it. We had to build the funny, GX archetype. YUBEL, honestly, I think it's kind of fun. I wish it was cheaper in the TCG so I could play it in paper, but at least I can play it in some sort of official capacity. But I am going to be making this into a video that's going to be up tomorrow, ideally. Because I do want to just make a YUBEL video in general, just because I think the deck is really cool. I haven't read the Mimighoul cards yet. I do need to get to that. Maybe I'll make a stream segment where I read new cards. How about that? Maybe after we play some YUBEL, we can read some new cards, PogChamp. Fluffles, I have been brewing with Fluffles. I have been working on all the decks that were in the video deck suggestion in the Discord. So I have been working on the Fluffle deck and all of those decks that have been in there. Oh yeah, I did read one of them. It was like flip, your opponent does all these beneficial things, and I think the idea was you give it to your opponent somehow. But that was the only card that I read, and I only like half read it. That's interesting. I wonder if they're finally going to make a decent flip deck. Not saying ninjas aren't decent, but something newer, I guess. So let me get my fucking YouTuber voice on. We should duel Fluffles? No, we can no, I'll definitely do viewer duels, definitely. I'm down to do some viewer duels as well. Always down. I just gotta get this YUBEL stuff done first. Okay. Okay. What is going on, guys? Rogue TCG here, bringing another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel deck profile. Here is YUBEL. As you can see my chat popping off over there. We are live on stream. I do stream somewhat infrequently, but I do make notifications on my Discord. You can scan the QR code in the bottom left of the screen to find that. But yeah, here is YUBEL. This deck kind of aims to pop your own cards repeatedly and summon YUBEL and YUBEL-like monsters like Phantom of YUBEL and YUBEL Loving Defender in order to kind of out-resource your opponent and put them in a position where they kind of just lose and they're not really able to do anything. Because it kind of relies on the Phantom YUBEL basically negating something but not really negating it. It makes the effect destroying a YUBEL monster in your hand, deck, or field, which is even worse than negating it because their card will like resolve somewhat, but it replaces the effect with like the most beneficial thing this deck could ever be doing, pretty much. Pretty much all the cards float, and they pretty much can't be destroyed by battle, especially if you have the Nightmare Pain up. This is a card you pretty much want to have up all the time, even though we are only playing 2. But that's enough yapping of the general overview of the deck. Let us get into the profile. Unfortunately, Master Duel sorts it in a super shitty way, so everything's all over the place. I normally like organizing our cards, but let's start with the hand traps just to get them out of our way. For hand traps, we're on 1 Effect Veiler, triple Maxi, the Master Duel Special, as well as triple Ash Blossom, also Master Duel Special, because Maxi is in the format. And we are on double infinite impermanence. Somewhat hand traps. We have Unchained Soul of Sharvara, can activate in hand as a quick effect, triggering our pop effects. Really great stuff off of this card, as well as, I guess, Gruesome Graveswimmer's quick effect to special summon itself from hand. That doesn't really do too much other than put another material on our field, or another like blocker, but it's something. And it's mostly used to combo off rather than interrupt our opponent. But for our main deck, for our air quote YUBEL cards, we're on 3 Samsara D Lotus, the notorious pirate. We contribute this card, special summon a YUBEL monster from our deck. This is one of our best starters. And it's also interaction. During our opponent's turn when a monster effect is activated, we control YUBEL monster. We contribute this card. The activated effect becomes destroy a YUBEL monster on the field. Now, this is interaction. Again, not quite negation, more replacement. But this card is very, very strong. It also brings itself back in the end phase if you control the normal YUBEL. One key distinction is YUBEL and YUBEL monsters. We need YUBEL to be doing things, but a lot of our cards can pop YUBEL monsters, meaning Spirit of YUBEL or YUBEL Terra Incarnate if we wanted to. So we're on triple Samsara D Lotus because it is probably like one of our best starter cards because it gets us to our next starter card, Spirit of YUBEL, which we'll be going over shortly. We're on double Gruesome Graveswimmer. If we control a fiend, we can quick effect special summon this card from our hand, and then we can choose to destroy a YUBEL or a monster that mentions it in our monster zone, so only on field destruction. It can trigger cards like our Spirit of YUBEL's floating effect in order to get a YUBEL, but that's not necessarily the main reason. It is an extender, which is very good in this deck, but we're only playing 2 of it, but it does also have the effect where we can banish it from our graveyard to special summon one fiend with 0 attack or defense from our hand or grave, except for itself, and then each effect is a once per turn. This card's really good. You'll notice 0 attack, 0 defense is a very distinguishing factor amongst these cards. Samsara D Lotus also had that same stat line. This is how we are able to search our deck functionally, since none of these cards really share the same name. They share same stat line and typing, being Fiend. So this deck is also a Fiend deck, just kind of generically, which is really good for cards like the Unchained monsters. We're on triple Dark Beckoning Beast. When this card's normal summon, we can add one of the Sacred Beasts or a card that mentions it, namely, being our target being Opening of the Spirit Gates. And then we do get an additional normal summon during the turn of a fiend with 0 attack or defense. Our entire deck, pretty much. So it's just a card that searches a card, but also lets us normal another card, which is really good. Like, that's not bad at all. We are on double Unchained Soul of Sharvara. During the main phase of this card's in our hand, quick effect, we can target a fiend or a face-down card we control, special summon this card, and destroy the card we targeted. And if while it's our face-up monster zone, we can't special summon except for fiends, and if it's sent to the graveyard, we can set an Unchained spell trap directly from our deck to our field. Really great stuff. It pops a card on quick effect, allowing us to dodge effect failure and infinite permanence, namely on Samsara D Lotus or on our Dark Beckoning Beast. It also does set an Unchained trap, which is interaction when it leaves the field, not necessarily by destruction, just in general. It doesn't even have to leave the field, it's just if it's sent to the graveyard. So it's a great, really good pitch for stuff like Super Poly, or if we need to destroy something in our hand. And we're just playing 2 of it, just so we can search one always, so we're not bricking on it, as well as it's a good generic card in our deck. And if our opponent does choose to pop our Escape of the Unchained, it does give us an additional target to special summon from deck, being another copy of Sharvara. It's also one of our main big attack numbers in order to actually kill our opponent if they have nothing on board, which is something this deck struggles a little bit to do since everything is 0. We kind of rely on our opponents having big monsters in order to be able to kill them swiftly. We are on double YUBEL. Can't destroy a battle. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. Before damage calc, if this face-up attack position monster is targeted with an attack, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that attacking monster's attack. And then during the end phase, we have to tribute one other monster or pop YUBEL. And when it's popped, we get to summon a Terra Incarnate from hand, deck, or graveyard. Terra Incarnate pretty much is just a free float thing to float into and search throughout the course of the game in order to discard it. We're not realistically going to be using it too much, other than for maybe killing our opponent. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat. Apologize for that. I will read it all after the profile. We are on Triple Spirit of YUBEL. Can't be destroyed by battle. You take no damage from battles involving this card. If this card is destroyed, we can special summon one of your YUBELs that's banished or in your hand deck or grave. Really good for playing around like stuff like Called By on YUBEL or Bestials on YUBEL. You can just grab it right back from banishment. You can use each of the following effects as Spirit of YUBEL once per turn. Keep in mind that pop effect is not once per turn. None of these are once per turn. So as long as we can pop it, we can keep floating. As long as we have stuff in deck to keep floating into, pretty much. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, we can special summon this card from our hand, and if this card is special summoned, we can add to our hand or set one spell trap from our deck that mentions YUBEL. So that is going to be one of two cards, being either Nightmare Pain or Eternal Favorite, which is why we're only playing 2 Nightmare Pain. It's very searchable in the deck. Because this card is surprisingly very easy to special summon, especially with opening of the Spirit Gates, the card that Dark Beckoning Beast searches. We are on 1 YUBEL. Terror Incarnate cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by YUBEL, so we can only summon this off of YUBEL floating. Can't be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. Before damage calc, if this face-up attack position monster is targeted for an attack, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that attacking monster's attack, and once upper turn during the end phase, destroy all other monsters on the field. So this is a way we can get like a field nuke at the very end of the turn, which is pretty decent, and it's just a nice thing to be able to pivot into, but most of the time it is going to be just a card that we discard or send to graveyard as like material. And when this face-up card leaves the field, you can special summon when YUBEL the Ultimate Nightmare from your hand, deck, or graveyard. This is a when you can. It's pretty much always going to miss timing if we link it off, and it's pretty much never going to be destroyed by our opponent, and so therefore we're not really necessarily needing to play this card as well as the other card. It's just not really feasible. But that's it for our main deck monsters. We're a little bit monster heavy, but that's just the hand traps for the most part. For our spells traps, we're on 1 for 1 in order to grab some Sara D, Lotus, or Grave Squirmer if we really want that one instead. We're on triple of the field spell Nightmare Throne. When this card's activated, you can take 1 fiend, a monster with 0 attack and defense, and just add it to your hand or pop it from deck, which is really good. And once per turn, if a face-up YUBEL monster you control leaves the field by card effect, you can add to your hand 1 YUBEL monster from your deck or graveyard or banishment, whose original level is 1 higher or lower than one of those monsters. Then you can special summon it, ignoring the summoning conditions. And you can activate 1 Nightmare Throne per turn. This functionally means if we fuse off our YUBELs or pop our YUBELs, we can add one that's 1 higher or lower. It's a really good way for us to recycle our Phantom of YUBELs, which are level 9s. Compared to YUBEL being level 10, the thing that's going to be popped the most often, as well as Spirit of YUBEL. We can also typically add YUBEL Terror Incarnate, however, we do not want to be adding that if we are activating the effect of YUBEL we just popped. So there's only 1 or 2 real targets for the card, being recycling our Phantom YUBEL and just putting more monsters on field, since it is a little bit finicky with the level thing. We are on 2 opening of the Spirit Gates. When it's activated, we can add one of the Sacred Beasts or a card that mentions it. Dark Beckoning Beast is like the best thing, because we can immediately normal summon itself in order to make a link too. And then it also has the effect where once per turn you can discard 1 card, special summon a fiend monster with 0 attack and defense from your graveyard. Spirit of YUBEL, pretty good. Sara D, Lotus, pretty damn good. Like, it basically grabs back any card from our graveyard that we could ever want. And then also once per turn, if we control a level 10 monster, we can add a continuous spell from our graveyard to our hand. Which is why we're okay playing 2 and 2, because we can just discard these for other cards, and then we can just add them right back to our hand for free with opening of the Spirit Gates, which is really, really great. We are on double Nightmare Pain, probably one of the best cards in the deck. During the main phase, we can destroy a dark monster in our hand or face-up field, and if we do, we can add a YUBEL or 1 card that mentions it from our deck to our hand, except for Nightmare Pain. So just a once per turn a Rhoda, and it also triggers our YUBEL cards as well as our Unchained cards. Since it's sent to graveyard, we can set the thing. It also has the effect, while you control a YUBEL monster, your opponent's monsters that can attack must attack YUBEL monsters, functionally making them attack into YUBEL, taking damage themselves. And your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from battles involving your YUBEL monsters. So it basically gives the YUBEL effect to all the YUBELs, including our extract ones, which means our opponent is going to be forced to kill themselves if they go to combat without a proper plan. We are on triple super polymerization because our Yubel loving defender is very, very nice with it, as well as just playing some generic super poly targets in the extra deck. It's also a good way to discard the extra Nightmare Pains and opening the Spirit Gates, or even Sharvara, like I mentioned previously. We're on double Call by the Grave in order to prevent hand traps, and we're on one Escape to the Unchained, which is searchable off of Sharvara. Just pops an Unchained and a card on the field and destroys them both. It is part of our basic combo. And then we are on one Eternal Favorite. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of Eternal Favorite once per turn. Special summon your Yubel that's banished or in your graveyard. Neither player can activate cards or effects when that card is special summoned, which means we can't activate the on-summon effect of Spirit of Yubel, not making it as good for targeting Spirit rather than just targeting the normal Yubel. And then on field, it's functionally a super poly, except they can interact with it. If we control Yubel, we can pitch a card, send this face-up card to the graveyard, and then fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from either field as material, including a Yubel monster. So we have to control the original Yubel, and we have to be able to discard a card in order to super poly. So it's just like a searchable super poly, pretty much. Well, that is it for the main deck, a nice solid 40, and now let's go to our extra. In our extra, let's cover our links first. We're on one link Karibo, since we are on a lot of level 1s that want to be in the graveyard, namely Gruesome Grave Squirmer. We are on a double SP Little Knight. 2 does come up. I think it is correct, just because we are playing Unchained Soul of Rage, needing 2 monsters, including an Unchained Soul monster, which is basically like a mini Underworld Goddess, where during our opponent's main phase, quick effect, we can target a face-up special summon monster they control, and immediately after it resolves, Link summon one Dark Link monster, except for Rage, by using this card and that card. Pretty much always going to be SP Little Knight, because it's very generic. And then if this card is destroyed by our card effect, we can target a fiend in our graveyard except for itself and add it to your hand. We're on one Muckracker from the Underworld, since we're a Fiend deck that focuses on graveyard recursion, as well as one Unchained Soul Lord of Yama. This is also an Unchained Soul in order to make this, and this is one of the cards we're going to be seeing the most frequently, turn 1. It needs any 2 Fiends, so we can make this with a singular Dark Beckoning Beast, add Spirit Gate, add Dark Beckoning, normal Dark Beckoning, and then make this. At this card's special summon, we can add an Unchained monster from our deck to our hand. It's always going to be Sharvara. And if a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card's in your graveyard, you can banish this card, special summon one Fiend from your hand or graveyard, and then pop a card we control. That's an optional pop. We don't have to do it. But this is really good because this is mandatory. Not mandatory, but it's really preferred for our setup turn 1, because it'll basically allows us to end on Rage as well as the Escape. But we're primarily going to be going Escape first, pop our own Rage and a card they control. We're going to go Rage to add back a card, namely going to be Unchained Soul of Sharvara. And then in response to that, we are going to go Yama. Yama is going to banish itself to special summon our Rage back to our field. And then therefore, off of that one activation of Escape of the Unchained, we still have our Rage around, and we have the Sharvara in our hand in order to basically have like a quick effect, dodge of an effect, which is really good. Like, that is not bad in the slightest. But that is it for our links. No like access code or anything. We're kind of like kneecapping ourselves a little bit by not playing access code, but the extra deck is very tight since we're on such a large super poly package. We are on one funny card. This is a card I chose. Phantom Fortress, enter Blathnir. Phantom of Yubel is a 9, and we need an Xyz that doesn't cost 1,000,000 UR dust, because I would like to make Gustav Max in order to just burn our opponents. But Enter Blathnir is very funny. It's we can attach a material to do one of Trish's effects, pretty much. Banishing a card our opponent controls non-targeting, banishing a random card from our opponent's hand, banishing a card from the graveyard, or the new Trish banishing the top card of your opponent's deck face up. All of those effects are really good. If we're going first, we can banish our card in our opponent's hand. Or if we see a card in their graveyard that they'd want to keep in their graveyard, we can banish that. Or we can, if we're going second, we can dismantle boards by banishing cards on field. And it's just a good way to get our Yubels back on deck. Because Phantom of Yubel needs a Yubel and a Fiend with 0 attack and defense. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by shuffling the above cards from your hand, field, and or graveyard into your deck/extra deck, and cannot be used as fusion material. Cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage from battles involving this card. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you contribute this card, and I already went over this part. It becomes Destroy a Yubel. You can use this effect of Phantom YUBEL once per turn. Now, where is the once per turn for summoning this card? There isn't one. There is not a once per turn for summoning this card. So as long as we have material in our hand, field, or graveyard, we can just ship these guys out. And because it is a summon that doesn't start a chain, what we are going to be doing majority of the time, if we open a bricky card like, let's say YUBEL Terror Incarnate, or even like default YUBEL, and we open like multiple Dark Beckonings, the first play of our turn is going to be making Phantom of YUBEL in order to play around Maxi, Nibiru, Ash Blossom, Effect Veiler, and any other monster-based hand trap, but namely Maxi and Nibiru, as soon as we possibly can, because those are the cards that really hurt us the most. And then lastly, we're on 2 YUBEL Loving Defender. Needs YUBEL and 1+ effect monsters on the field, meaning we can pretty much eat the whole board under Super Poly or Eternal Favorite. If this card's fusion summon, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each material used. That's a really good way to chunk our opponent for a lot. And during, you can only use this effect of YUBEL Loving Defender once per turn, and it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, you take no battle damage from battles involving this card. And at the end of the damage step of this card, battle an opponent's monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that opponent's monster's attack, and if you do, banish that monster. Meaning this is functionally double damage. Anything this attack, you're going to deal double damage on, one on the normal attack deck, and then one on the normal damage, and then YUBEL's effect doing extra damage. But yeah, this is the deck, 40 cards, and now let's see it in action. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Let me go read all this. Do fluff. Give them to your opponent, and when they flip, you get an effect, and they come back. They also have a general flip support and archetype. Funny card to run Mimighoul's Fire Sorceress. Oh, what's the recommendation of YUBEL, and have we ever thought about using Small World? I haven't thought about it in YUBEL just because there are cards that kind of function in the deck better than Small World that I'm not playing, like Pure Erase Map. But I have played a lot with Small World and tinkering with it when I was initially making Orcus Cartesia and like the baby steps of it. Oh, Geist Grinder? No, I haven't really considered it too much. I read it, but I might be missing something, but it just, I don't know. I don't think it seems that good. Sure, it gives your opponent like an attack position monster, but what you really want to be doing in the deck is comboing off, because most people are going to be putting attack on board. Otherwise, you're pretty much just controlling the game for infinity and just killing them with like SP Little Knight beats, pretty much. I mean, I think the mirror match is entirely dependent on who sees Super Poly and who can find Eternal Favorite first, pretty much. I feel like that's how the mirror match kind of goes. I have tested for the past 2 days. I've been playing this game, this deck on ranked ladder. I only lost 1 game out of 15, and I went from silver 5 to gold 2. I think I'm in gold 2 now. But I've been playing it because I want to get well versed in the deck, at least enough where I can play it without completely flubbing all my plays. You know what I mean? But Small World was a very interesting choice for me when I was initially building Orcus Cartesia. I was playing around with putting Danko Sekka in the deck, translating any 4 into Cartesia. And Danko Sekka is just like an alright card. But that was initially when Labyrinth was being played a lot more. So Danko Sekka wasn't honestly the worst card in the world. But no, I haven't really considered Small World since then for anything that I've been building, really. I feel like a lot of archetypes have gotten so much more searchable and gotten a lot more search support. Like, we got Bonfire, we got a bunch of extra deck cards that search cards, and I typically choose to play decks that have increased searchability, where a lot of the cards are easily found, just because that's typically synonymous with the deck kind of being playable, in my opinion. No, but yeah. Oh, and then if for any viewer duels, I'm probably not going to be playing YUBEL. I just want to be jamming this. So if you guys want to take a look at this, this is my Orcus list as of right now in Master Duel. Honestly, I don't think that it'd be too much I would change from this, to be honest. Maybe I would like to put a Hamp in there instead of like a Unicorn, but I still think Unicorn comes up every once in a while. But we're on Hand Traps, Veiler, Droll, Maxi, of course, and Imperm. We're on Veiler and Droll specifically for Branded and High Spirits because we can send a Grand Goganol in order to find our Cartesia. And then the theory of the deck is Cartesia confused with pretty much everything except for Droll and Lockbird and Jet Synchron or Maxi in order to get to another Grand Goganol, which can then send Orcus Nightmare, then send Harpor, which then special summons Girsu, which then sends World Wand, and then we have our full Orcus combo with Despian Proskinian that's loaded with a Goganol. So if our opponent special something with a monster effect, namely Poplar, we can then summon Proskinian, and ideally this would be able to hinder our opponent's plans and make them play around it, meaning they'd have to kind of open high end in order to play through it. It's not like a catch-all for Snake Eye in general. It can brick because it's Orcust, of course, but I have found that compared to other Orcust builds, just the inclusion of Grand Goganol and the Proskinian just means it kind of natively has a better time with dealing with Snake Eye than some other decks. But yeah, that's that one. But I am going to be playing the YUBEL. Okay. Oh, I'm in gold 1, not gold 2. I lied. Let us get gaming. Do some YUBEL gaming. I love YUBEL! Or is this an Orcust gamer? Or against an Orcust gamer? Well, we're not winning the die roll, which is unfortunate. But if we can open a Super Poly or any variation of hand traps, that'd be nice. It's pretty decent. Baller ass open. We have an Ash Blossom if they choose to maxi. They're on Zark sleeves. They're on 41 cards. 15 of the extra. Are they on? Yeah, that's fine. We'll toggle off. Toggle Andy moment. Yeah, I'm YUBELing all over the place. Well, I can't say that yet. I need to play my turn first. Yeah, there's a Dark Worm. Yeah. Yeah, Gate Magician. What does Gate Magician do? This can add a card that mentions Zark. I would like to toggle on here. I don't want them, because they're going to pen summon that out, right? That's the whole point, is to pen summon that out and get the trap. Oh, there's a Scully. Yeah, that's fine. You can Scully. You're gonna make what? Fucking Electromite? Yeah, there's double Iris. I'm not very skilled in playing against Pendulum, unfortunately. I think I might get fucking butt blasted. I'm just gonna negate this because it looks like they're going through all this effort to get this guy's effect off. And I'm just gonna pray. It's an ultra rare. Negating the ultra rare must be right. Yeah, Electromite, I don't care. I'm just gonna hold it for that. I'm just holding it. Here's the ass graph. Yeah. Popping that to add the ass graph in order to special the ass graph. That's what that thing does, right? And they get to draw a card, and then they get to add a pen graph. Oh my goodness. This is schnasty. I would like to read at... Okay. I would like to read this card. Please stop activating things. During your main phase, you can destroy this card, take a Stargazer from your hand for deck when you place in your pen zone or special it. That's the pen effect. If a card you control is destroyed by another card affecting special summon this, choose one monster in the graveyard extra that is banished or destroyed. This turn, add one monster the same. Oh, they're just gonna add another double Iris? Okay. Sure. That says extra deck too, right? Yeah, of course, it's a Pendulum card. Yep, there's the other double Iris, and the double Iris is going to add the trap. Now we're adding Star Pengraph. Damn, they really want to. Do they have the trap already? Looks like they already fucking have everything they could ever want. Well, I just want to get them, keep them from getting to Zark, to be honest. That's the only card I really care about. Anything else they do is whatever, to be honest. Unless they put up Mythical Beast fucking Jackal King. But I don't think this is Endymion, so I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Another Asgraph. Is that the same Asgraph? That's the same Asgraph. Is this the one that lets them double pen summon? No. Oh, this is also a new one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Send Rebellion, sure. Yep. Well, this is what we saved it for. Resolves, okay. So what do we know in hand? We know Asgraph is in hand, so I can't destroy shit. What did they add off the Pendril? Oh, they haven't used Star Pengraph. Yeah, they're using it now. They have an Apo for 2. That's annoying. For an Oath Dragon. They haven't pen summoned yet, which is terrifying. Okay, pen summoning. Okay, there's that again. Gonna trigger Skullcrabat Joker again. Wait, no, it's only on normal. They're gonna be... Whoa. Huh? I thought they wanted that in the graveyard. What that's the whole point? Okay, so they can make a... I don't remember if Baron is banned in this game yet or not, but they have a Baron here. And then they can make a Vortex with these two. And then they can make an IP. That's terrifying. There's the Vortex. 3 cards in hand too, Jesus. Yep, there's the Baron. Uh-huh. Oh, popping their own double Iris. To add the trap, okay. Okay. Okay, this is just a pop. And Skullcrabat, scale. Okay, are we not linking the absolute off? I don't have to deal with the vortex. Okay, there's the link off. For the IP. Yep. Yep. This is quite unfortunate. Super Poly... I don't know how much Super Poly would actually do, to be honest. Oh, actually it would do a lot. we could make a nice Mud Dragon. That is not a Super Poly. Okay. This is... I don't know if this is doable. Yep. So just gonna monster. Is this an Omni? Yeah, it's an Omni. Omni. 2 monsters. SP. Pop. Wait, no. pop is offline. Okay, I guess we can try and, like, bait stuff and just try and resolve Nightmare Pain. Okay, now we can try and get... let's get this. That'll piss him off. Yeah. And Maxi. Okay. Okay. I mean, realistically, all we need to do is summon a handful of YUBELs. That's possible, right? Okay, we don't get the additional normal no more. Wait, we do? Wait. Oh, that's just a static effect? Yo, that's sick, actually. Okay, fuck it. Yeah. Yeah. I think we definitely do this. They have to negate that. Okay, no more Appos. And then we get negated and lose still. I mean, yeah. That's unfortunate. Although, there's a reason Baron is banned. That's fine though. We always got more games. There's always the next game. Against the Rescue Rabbit Buddy. Hell yeah. Okay. Bot or not, I do not care. I'm going first. I'm gonna YUBEL. I'm YUBELing all over the place. Oh, I really am YUBELing all over the place. 2 royals in the grip. Okay, don't negate this, please. Please don't have exactly infinite. Actually, no, they need to have Ash. Yeah, I forgot that tributes for cost. That card's good as hell. Okay, Spirit effect. This hand is really fucking baller, actually. We're gonna go Nightmare Pain. Let's go Nightmare Pain effect. And then let's activate the effect of said Nightmare Pain. I'm having a nightmare! Ah! I want the YUBEL in hand still. Let's just pop the one on field. Get Grave Squirmer since we already have the Samsara D Lotus in rotation. Let's go YUBEL effect. Let's get one of the YUBELs from deck. I would like to get this YUBEL off the field as fast as possible, kind of. So let's go Grave Squirmer. Let's not pop. Actually, we probably should have popped a card there. That's fine. It would have been nice to get an extra YUBEL in Graveyard for rotation-based things, but let's go Yama. Let's go a Yama effect. Let's just add that other Sharvara to hand, just to thin the deck a bit. Okay, now we can go Gruesome Grave Squirmer. We are going to special summon. Do I want Spirit or do I want normal? The difference of this is I get Ultimate Nightmare if I get this one, or I get normal YUBEL. I think I want Ultimate Nightmare. So I'm just gonna shuffle back YUBEL and actually I'll link these off first, actually. Go these. Thinking about how I want to link this off, actually. There's not really a great way to do it. We do need to get the Sharvara off the field. I guess we can keep the Yama around for the moment. We can use it for a different link summon. We'll go Rage. It also plays around Anima. Get to go Sharvara, the Escape, to our field. Yeah. I was like, am I missing something? No, I'm not. You had to go Terror and YUBEL. For Phantom of YUBEL. Then we get to go Yama Phantom for Muckracker. Get to go Muckracker effect. Here we're targeting Samsara D Lotus to get another negate on board. Pitching Spirit of YUBEL. Go Phantom of YUBEL because I just pitched a Spirit so we could make it. This is a little bit unfortunate though. We don't have any more Spirits in direct rotation. Although I can't not feel comfortable from this setup. We have Rage. We have Protection with our Muckracker. We have a negate. We have a secondary negate. We have a pop, which can bring back our Rage. We have a Called By and an Ash and a Sharvara. Like, I just kind of YUBEL'd all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. It's YUBEL in time. I'll have to check our opponent's deck. They're on 60-2. Oh, yo! Axe Dragonute Turbo. Surprised they're in gold 1 with this. Is this a masochist? Yeah, sure. Yeah, so you can only attack our Phantom YUBEL, and he's just going to take 2k from it. It's going to take a little bit for the Master Duel folk to actually learn like how to read. Because this has been happening like the entire time I've been playing this deck. Is just people just do not read. During the end phase, do I have anything? Honestly, no. Oh, actually, yeah, fuck it. I don't want to deal with that back row. I'm very glad I didn't deal with that back row. We go Rage here. I already have a Sharvara. You can just put the Phantom back. And then Yama. Yama's just gonna bring back our Rage. Oh, let's not destroy a card. Get our Phantom back. That's a pretty good card to pop with Nightmare Pain. I don't have any more good targets with Muckracker at this moment, which is fine. Yeah. Let's pop our YUBEL. And let's just... I'd like to keep the negate online. Actually, it's not ever going to be online. I forgot about that. Yeah, let's just use the one on field. Probably should have grabbed Grave Squirmer there, but I don't think I'm playing a matchup where I need to be particularly concerned about that. Let's go Spirit of YUBEL. Let's get Eternal Favorite since we already have Nightmare Pain. Go Sharvara here, pop Spirit. Special the Sharvara. Spirit. And this is also why I said we're playing double Sharvara. It does let us kill our opponent. Because we're just going to target the other Sharvara. We're going to pitch Ash Blossom. That's not necessary anymore. Gonna go to combat. We're gonna walk YUBEL in. We're gonna walk YUBEL in. We're gonna walk Rage in. We're gonna walk Sharvara in. And we're gonna walk the second Sharvara in. Nice! Easy peasy. Not sure how that could necessarily have been difficult though, unfortunately. I think that was just kind of a matchup diff. Alright. Let's win some more games. Let's get to Plat. Alright. Danger Mate Mutant Icon. That's like a Plat. I think that's either the Plat or the Diamond border. 1 second. Sure. Please give me a Super Poly and or hand traps. That's pretty damn good. Okay. I am not going to give this YUBEL player the chance to stop my Maxi. And if they just pass or give it our hand, I think we kind of win. Yeah. Damn, that's good. Okay. Welcome back. It's like it's like you never left. Yeah, it's got Nightmare Throne. With this Nightmare Throne, I think we're actually adding Dark. No. No, I don't think we ever add Dark Beckoning Beast. Heartbeat. Okay. We'll Maxi again. I don't want to have to care about what your cards are, to be honest. If you send it to your limit or not, you're gonna get punished for it. Yep. Tribute Karma, that's fine. Alright, anyway. Nightmare Pain? Yeah. Add your thingamabob. Who cares? I'm honestly really hoping this is a Merly set. If that's a Merly set... Oh no, Merly's banned in this game, isn't she? Ah. Yeah, we're playing against here. Yeah. Go Nightmare Pain. Pop our YUBEL. Add Samsara the Lotus. YUBEL effect. Summon Terror Incarnate. And normal summon Samsara the Lotus. Go Lotus effect. Get Spirit. Go Spirit effect. We get an Eternal Favorite. This Eternal Favorite kind of wants me to keep this Imperm in hand, to be honest, but who knows? Who knows? Do I just go? No, that can't be it. We're always gonna go Unchained Soul here. Unchained Soul of Yama. Yep. Nice. Nice. That's another game down. Another one. We go back into the games. Back to hell we go. No, I don't want to play Master Duel. Win out and you'll gain a rank. Well, I'll try my hardest to not let that happen. Stuck in gold. You stay in gold. Now I got places to be. Now I'll be going. Okay. Pretty good hand. Okay, we can play the Maxi minigame. Unfortunately, this hand does not play around Maxi. We have an open YUBEL plus 0 attack monster. Well, I'd also like for them to choose whether they'd like to Maxi or not. That's also something that I'd like. Come on, we don't have all day. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't really look like they had anything. I want to add Dark Beckoning Beast here. Well, yeah, let's add Dark Beckoning Beast. Or we'll add Dark Beckoning Beast. Use the effect. Add our opening of the Spirit Gates. Let's go opening of the Spirit Gates. Let's add our another Dark Beckoning Beast. And then let's go Nightmare Pain. We can go Nightmare Pain here. can get rid of the Dark Beckoning Beast in hand. We don't need it anymore, really. Here, we're going to grab Samsara D Lotus. Gonna get our additional normal with Samsara. Gonna go Samsara effect. We're gonna get the Spirit. Gonna go Spirit effect. Since we already have the other one, let's just grab Eternal Favorite. Here we can go Sharvara. We can pop our YUBEL. Special our Sharvara. Here we can go. We could go Nightmare Throne, but let's not. We get to go Spirit of YUBEL here. Let's get our YUBEL on board. Here we get to go into these two for Yama. We're gonna go Yama effect and then Sharvara effect. Sharvara is gonna set that escape, and then Yama is just gonna add. We could add the one in the graveyard, but no, let's just add the one from deck. Now what? I guess now we go Rage to put a Dark Beckoning Beast in graveyard, so we have a Loving Protector, or sorry, Phantom material. With this we can go this, and then we can go Spirit of YUBEL back in. Okay, no more Demir, so that's good. And then here, since we're already gonna get our Sharvara back, we are going to go Opening of the Spirit Gates. We're gonna pitch this Sharvara that's just chilling in our hand, and let's get our Samsara D Lotus back for another point of interaction. You can then set this imperm and pass it on over. So we have a pop, we have a link off, which then leads to an SP. We have a monster negate, we have a secondary monster negate, we have a third monster negate, and we have a super poly if we don't use our Veiler. Or no, we don't have a super poly, we don't have YUBEL. We just get to summon a YUBEL. Which isn't the worst still. It means we kind of control the battle phase as long as Nightmare Pain stays on board. I run the Funny Bear Lady in my YUBEL. The Funny Bear Lady? Which one's that? Oh, Apo? Apo is good too, yeah. I just didn't want to have to craft Apo. And I feel like playing more of a heavier Super Poly package, if I do see the Super Poly, will really benefit me, I feel like. Because it also outs Apo, which I feel like this deck kind of struggles with if given that first game, to be honest. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Sky Crisis? Yeah, Typhon is very good. Or not Typhon. Oh, yeah, Typhon. Yeah, I need to pick up a copy. I need to, like, craft one. I don't know what deck could really run it other than, I guess exactly this one. Evenly matched. No! No, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Oh, please don't have evenly matched. You just normal summoned Advanced Crystal Beast, Cobalt Eagle, which killed itself immediately. Please don't evenly. You don't have it. You don't have it. You're bluffing. He's bluffing. Oh. Oh. You put 3 Zeuses in 10 packs? Well, you can only play 2 of them. Is it worth it to do that? Yeah, probably. It is worth it to do this. Go Eternal Favorite, and then we just get to get a YUBEL back. Okay. Ooh, Dark Beckoning Beast. That's a good one. Um, I mean, kind of have everything. I guess let's start with Nightmare Pain, Pop YUBEL. We had Grave Squirmer here since we already have Lotus. Do I have one in Grave? No, I don't. So let's not do that. But we can go YUBEL. And go Yama here? Oh yeah, let's go Yama. Let's get back a Sharvara. So I need to go Muckracker here. Yeah, I can go Muckracker with I can go Muckracker with the 2 YUBELs from this. I can go Muckracker, target Sharvara, pitch Squirmer, special Sharvara, go Samsara D Lotus, special out Spirit. We gotta go Spirit, although we just have to add to hand. Then we go Phantom. We have to use our on-field Spirit, as well as Terror Incarnate. We gotta go for a Phantom. And with the Sharvaras, we are locked into Fiends, so can't quite kill. I was hoping that I could go Enter Blathnir, but I forgot Sharvara locks. This is fine. I don't think they can beat this board. Honestly, I think it is kind of worth it to do this just to free up our zones a bit. So we can pop our own Muckracker. And then we can go summon one more Phantom of... Oh, actually, wait. We can go Grave Squirmer. With Grave Squirmer, we can summon a YUBEL. We can go Opening of the Spirit Gates. Fish our Nightmare Pain. Grab back our Samsara D Lotus. Go other effective opening. We just get to add back that Nightmare Pain we pitched, so it's a free discard for later. Then we get a pass. And then YUBEL, yes, I do need to tribute a thing to keep it around. Let's tribute that Samsara D. And then Samsara D Lotus will come back. It's going good, it's going good. I think this is only the 3rd game. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like our opponent's really on an actual deck, although it looks like they did build it with the right ratios in the main and extra. I think it just kind of didn't end up panning out for him, maybe. We doing YUBEL things, we doing YUBEL things. Oh, we did play against a tier player. I forgot about that. That game went pretty good. They drew a card. Okay. And we win the game here. Pitch Nightmare Pain. They have an interaction for this. You have an interaction. You gotta go YUBEL. This. And I guess Rage isn't gonna do shit. And this should be enough to just kill him. Bam! Come on. Come on. Allow it. Allow it. Come on. I sound low? Oh, my bad. Let me turn up my volume then. There we go. Bam! Alrighty. Alright. One more win till we get to plat. Get me out of this fucking rank! I don't want to be here anymore! You just made a new deck? What deck you make? Ooh, we win the die roll. Galaxy Eyes Profiles. Toad Mate. This guy is Hero City. Oh, he has everything. Ooh, God. This limiter removal and these sleeves are making me think it's Synchron. This is a good-ass hand, though. I want to start Nightmare Pain, to be honest. Actually, do I want to start Nightmare Pain? No, I don't. I can just activate it. We'll go Dark Beckoning. Okay, they don't have anything. We gotta go Spirit Gates. We can hold the Spirit Gates for a moment. Normal summon another Samsara D. You can go Samsara D Lotus. There's the Ash. They were holding it. That's fine. We just needed it in rotation, that's all. You had to go opening of the Spirit Gates here. Add a Dark Beckoning Beast. Yeah, I think this is still plenty. Go Nightmare Pain here. Do I destroy the one on field or the one in hand? Probably the one in hand because I want to get Grave Squirmer. Go get this Grave Squirmer out. Let's not destroy a card. Let's go these two into Yama. Yama. Let's go a Yama effect. We can add our Sharvara. So we can do one of two things. We can either set this Imperm to special our Sharvara out, or we can go opening pitch Imperm to get this Sharvara out. Both accomplish the same thing. We could also pitch the Ash Blossom. I feel like Ash in this matchup is probably going to be really good. We also could go Grave Squirmer here, just get a free body. I think we'll just do that. We'll just go Grave Squirmer here. We are cutting ourselves out from a little bit of follow-up, but we do still have Nightmare Pain on field, so not too much of a concern. We'll just bring out this Dark Beckoning Beast. They have Nibiru. They have Nibiru. Do I have anything here? Can go Sharvara. Pop our Dark Beckoning. It'll special make our token larger. We get the trap card. Yeah, that's fine now. We'll keep it in hand. Because we can still go opening here, right? You just need to pitch that Imperm, like the same way we were talking about earlier. You gotta get this back. And we can go Sharvara, pop our Dark Beckoning, special our Sharvara, and then Yama's gonna trigger. We're gonna do Yama now. We need another Fiend on field. Go. No, we're fine. We don't need the story card. And we still get to go into Rage to add back our Lotus, and then Sharvara is still gonna get to set the escape. Okay, Nibiru still ended on 2 interactions plus follow-up. Not bad. Here's one moment. Okay, sorry, I just had to fix my headset. They're on Red Dragon, it looks like. I can't let that one resolve now. That's just gonna add Bone Archfiend. And then Bone Archfiend's fucking nuts. I'm honestly really tempted to pop their tuner as well, but I think I'll hold off on it for a moment. And they scooped. Look at that. All you had to do was do that shit. I just realized, has this just not been that's really weird. Oh, I think I got my little guy working. Okay, cool. I thought he wasn't working for a second. And we just hit plat. Woohoo! Alrighty. Hella gems. Can we gamble? Do we have enough gems to gamble? Not close. Not that close actually. Maybe another couple rank rises. Alright. Do any of y'all want to play a game or two? We can take a break and do some sub duels or some viewer duels if y'all want. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make a room and it's going to be first come first serve then. I'm gonna increase the timer a little bit. Okay. This is the room ID. This is the room ID. You're given this one chance. You're given this one opportunity. If you want to join, this is the room ID. If you miss it, you can go back. You can go back in the thing. But here's the room ID. You join, you join. I'll just give you a moment to process the room ID. I'm also going to say it out loud. 158738. Again, that's 158738 if you want to join. Okay. Again, this is the deck I'm going to be playing. Orcus Cartesia. Pretty simple. I'll be in table 1. I see one of y'all joined. The Waffler. Okay, aha, man. I see you. I see you. Okay. Let us get... Okay. Should be just doing that so y'all can still have the stream open while we're playing. I'm psyched to duel with you. You can put this though. Okay, you won the dice roll. Alrighty. Let's see what you can do. Alright, we're on to YUBEL stuff. I think you did mention this. Okay, let's see what YUBEL can accomplish. Okay, adding the Samsara, the Lotus. I'll summon the Lotus. Okay, we are gonna shotgun an Imperm on the Lotus. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just going to pop the Lotus. That's fine, that's fine. That is all good. Nightmare Pain too. Damn, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's a good pop. Okay, what we adding? What we adding? Adding Eternal Favor here. Get the YUBEL. Yep. Yep, there is YUBEL. Could be anything. We're gonna get Cross Sheep. Oh, that's actually sick. I didn't think about that. That's really cool, actually. I gotta give you props. That's that's really cool. And you got the Grave Squirmer loaded up. Damn. Okay. Get rid of the Grave Squirmer. Okay. We are gonna imperm the Cross Sheep. I don't want you to get access to Samsara Lotus, unfortunately. Making a second one, yeah. Keeping the Samsara Lotus in the grave. Alrighty. Well, I guess you do get to see that one. Alright, that's not the worst. We'll start off normal summon Girsu, go Girsu effect. Yeah. That's all good. Off of Girsu, we're gonna dump a Harport. Then let's clog your zones a little bit. I'll take a token. And here, I'll put one right here. Just for you. We will go grab back Link Karibo. And I guess let's dig for a little bit. Let's go Orchestrated Return. We'll send Girsu from hand. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. What to do here? What to do here? I guess we just go Harpor. Okay. You're gonna get a Nightmare from deck. We're gonna be able to go these two. Galaxy. We're gonna go Nightmare. Let's target Galaxy. Okay. Okay, there's that. We do have the called by for that. Send World Wand here. Go Galatea. I think I did that a little too early, actually. That's unfortunate. That's fine, though. Go Galatea. We'll set a Babel. Got Duel and Field spells up now. Hell yeah. It's going good. How are you, Marley? Here I think I am gonna go Dingirsu. We're gonna go Ding. Off of Ding, we're gonna send Nightmare Pain. I do not want to be dealing with that. Gonna go World Wand. Get back Harpor. And what can I do here? Want to be do want to remove that. That is something I do want to do. Yeah. You'll go like this. Summon SP Little Knight. I'll go SP. With SP, we are going to be banishing your on-field Phantom. You do get to Nightmare Throne here. It's fine. Grab the normal YUBEL and then summon it. Okay, we're grabbing Spirit. I need to reread Spirit. Okay, we are summoning the Spirit. That's fine. You get another one of those. We are gonna go Little Knight in response. We're gonna tag Little Knight and Spirit of YUBEL. Spirit of YUBEL is gonna be permanently in Bad Baby Jail. Okay, yeah, there's Nightmare Pain number 2. We are still just going to go combat. We're going to run over this cross sheep so we don't get any more value from that. Yeah, sure. You can summon that back. That's fine. Yeah, we're still going to attack the cross sheep. Gonna go main 2. Set this, and we are going to pass. SP is going to return. Into draw phase. We're gonna go Harpor. With Harpor, we're gonna summon another Girsu. We're gonna go Girsu here. With Girsu, we are going to dump a skeleton. And then with skeleton, we are going to special summon Dingirsu. And with Ding, we are going to send a card. And we are going to set Nightmare Pain again. For Ice Barrier, I've heard Ice Barrier is actually like pretty decent now. Okay, another Spirit. Oh, there's Typhon. Yes. Oh, what the? Yeah, sure. That's not very useful now, is it? Okay, we can normal summon Harpor. Go Girsu, Harpor for Dark. We're gonna go Dark. We're gonna take your Lotus. It's very scary for you having that in graveyard, to be completely honest. We're then gonna go Dark and Girsu. Make a long Girsu. We're gonna go Harpor. Banish. Summon from deck a Nightmare. We're gonna go long effect. We're gonna put back World Wand Harpor. Yes. Let us send this card to the graveyard, whatever that is. You are going to be able to go into a ding. This is why we play two. Yes. You can summon your YUBEL, that's fine. I think we send Eternal Favor here. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, is it because... Wait. Did I banish that card? Is that why? I mean, I sent it? Strange. Third Nightmare Pain, okay. Do I have a card in hand? I sure do. We go SP Nightmare. Unicorn. We go Unicorn Effect. Pitch Fant. Okay. No, this isn't the right level. Send Spirit back to deck. Yeah, can add back the 9. Or you can summon the 11. This and this. Accessing the code Talker. Accessing the code effect. Target Nightmare. Accessing the code second effect. Banish Dark. I guess we always pop Nightmare Pain here. Yeah. Ding in. Ding in. And then accessing the code. GG's, that was a good game. I'm very happy I didn't get Super Poly'd, although you probably aren't happy that you didn't get to Super Poly. Fiendsmith Orchest? I haven't been brewing with it because I don't plan on actually building that deck in paper, although I do know because it is Fiendsmith, it is quite good. The main downside of the Fiendsmith and Orchest is the fact that the Orchest dark lock themselves. On all the other strategies where you can play Fiendsmith in it, you can get to a generic link 2 with the strategies themselves without any real locks. However, Orchest do have the dark lock, so in order to do Fiendsmith with Orchest, you need to be making the link with something other than an Orchest monster. which means you have to be playing a pretty small Orchest engine and more extenders than actual Orchest. So it's going to be functioning. A Fiend Synth Orchest deck would function similarly to how Orchest in 2019 functioned with Nightmare Mermaid Legal, where any and every deck can theoretically play Orchest. But is that better than just turn skipping your opponent with the Mayakashi trap? That's kind of debatable. I did imperm you twice. My opening hand was double Gearsu, double imperm, and a called by. All right, Chaos, you are next. I am psyched to do with you. And then after I get through all these duels, before I end the stream off, I will be going over those new cards that you mentioned, because I think that'd be an interesting thing to do on stream, is to just go over new cards. Sorry about that. Sometimes you just open it. And then I drew into, I charge off return was orchestrated return, and then I pitched a Gearsu and drew Harp Horror and Book of Moon. This hand is a stinky one. I'm not gonna lie. This is not a good hand. I mean, theoretically, it's a good hand. I mean, in theory, this is pretty decent. I did have all the answers, yeah. I had the Book of Moon, I had the double imperm and the called by for the spirit. It was pretty nice. Okay, you got a set card. Playing Mech Knights? No, no Mech Knights. Okay, we are on 15 and 60. Dino Morbius. Oh, we're straight up Morbin. I actually don't think I can let that happen. That's a really scary effect. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Passing turn. Okay. Not not particularly the best draw, I'm not gonna lie. That isn't necessarily the one I was looking for, but luckily. This? No, it's a 7. We're flipping up Harpor. Maxi! What the frick? What the freaking heck, Lois? I think that's fine. How to do this? How to do this? Yeah, I think I'll have to. Honestly, fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. The new fusion is out for YUBEL. It all came out at the same time in Master Duel. You get all the cards. Okay, go to main 2. Honestly, I'm straight up chilling. Do your worst. Yeah, the new YUBEL cards are all out. I wouldn't consider playing it if the fusion that was a free infinite summons pretty much wasn't out. The only YUBEL card that isn't out is Voldrath, I'm pretty sure. The 9 negate. Dino Morbia alert. Okay. Okay, well, here's the second imperm. Gotta be bricking on something. That's funny. My Harpor, no, it's effects. Okay, we'll go droppy then. You'll send the Imperm. You have a monster effect or a spell you can chain to this. Okay, you're gonna get that still. My Harpor! No! Okay. Yeah, I like drop. Oh, what the heck, punk? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might be screwed. Uh-oh. Maybe... Maybe there is a world. Like in this world right here, where I have Droll. Is that a called by reset? That's a called by. You're really nice with it. Or did it resolve? It resolved. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. We live a turn. That set card is still... That is the best card in the deck. Actually, there's probably like one other better one. But I am, in regards to Orcust and Fiendsmith, the next Orcust profile I put out is going to be a deck profile that is... Okay. You're kind of nice with the two. I see, I see. Is going to be a profile that includes anti-Fiendsmith cards both in the main and in the side. Because I feel like that's something that is definitely going to have to be played around and respected this upcoming format. Honestly, that's fine. I feel like I am comfortable with giving you a card. You can have a card, sir. Gonna go Nightmare target Gala. Send World Wand. We're gonna go Gala target Nightmare. Gonna set a Bibble Babble. Just nice things. I'll give you one more card. How about that? You can have one more. Okay, so you have Foxy Tune in hand. Okay, we're gonna send a card. I don't want to deal with whatever the fuck that is. But whoa, Ferret Flames. That's so cute. That's really cute. I'm not gonna lie. That is adorable. Okay, you're gonna go ding. I really don't want to give you one more card, but I think I have to. Might even have to give you two more. Bloss! Bloss! Okay, that's fine. Still accomplishes the same thing. That's why I sent the World Wand. That is why I sent the World Wand. Okay, let's get the Harpor back, Bloss. And combat. Let's walk over Seaman. And let's walk over Teresia. Now this is actually a situation you do want to be in if you are the Dino Morbius player. Which is not the best for me. But what I can do... Oh, that takes 2 summons though. That takes 2 summons, but it's so funny. I'm gonna do it. No, I wish the Fiendsmith cards were more a lower rarity. Because I really want to play Fiendsmith Magical Musket because the muskets are all light fiends. And it's not even for Beatrice stuff, it's just because it synergizes well. But that deck is quite expensive just because the Fiendsmith is going to be like... I imagine the core engine for Fiendsmith is going to be at minimum like $300 since there's 3 secret rares. The Link 1's a secret, the Searching Spell's a secret, and Fiendsmith himself is a secret. Like, I can't imagine that core being less than 300, to be honest, which is so unfortunate. I mean, it's unfortunate, but I guess it's also good because that core engine of cards sucks to play against. Yeah, that's fine. Do you have the third maxi? If you have the third maxi, I'm gonna come. Okay, we have Ash. We are playing a game, in fact. Okay. Yeah. So in the draws, it was double Ash, and then I imagine, yeah, you drew at least 2 Ash. Whoa. Whoa. Offended of Thunder. Okay, you can't summon that. I guess your whole game plan is to get your life points as low as possible. I mean, I guess that's what Dynamorbia does, but, like, that's crazy. Okay, Madam Spider to add Imperm. Yeah. No, that's not Imperm. Oh, popping my Babble. That's really... Oh, that's terrifying. Oh my goodness. I took your Teresia from you, though. I don't know how much that actually hurts you, though. That is not helpful. Just not helpful. I mean... Rexsturm. Yep. Let's say hi to Rexsturm. And popping a card. Yep, there's the Babble. That's all fine. I got a Fabled Cord. Might take it apart to sell because there's a few bits I got up in price. I think it's just Fabled. It's like Fabled Lurie, right? Fabled Lurie is the one that says when it's sent to graveyard or when it's discarded to just special itself, and you just use it because it's a free add-off Tractus that'll just summon itself out. Summoning Kentragina. That's fine. Kentragina effect, yeah. Gonna copy that, yeah. You get your Rexsturm. Yep. Yep. Yep, there's Rexsturm. And we go Book of Moon. Flip down Rexsturm. Judgment the Book of Moon. What are we playing? Goat? Are we playing Goat format? Damn. Alrighty. Yes, I will continue my main phase. That's fine. We'll crash this into Rexsturm. Yeah. Sure, make my dark 32 attack. Yeah. Okay, we got dark effect. Okay. Intact. I think you might have gotten this one. Damn. I got morbed out. Shouldn't have played into the maxi. But I wasn't sure if any of the other Fabled cards really raised in price. I think it was just Lurie. Linking off the Rexsturm. Why? Oh, Pep. Okay, that's very funny. Oh, that's funny as hell. Yeah, the threes for the punks to go into Pep. Yeah. A bajillion attack point Pep. Yeah. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. That's fine. Mm-hmm. And kill me with the bajillion. Okay. Okay. Yes, yes. Summon what? Diplos? Yeah. And then this is gonna send. I'm not doing the send effect, just killing me. Whoa, GG's, damn. Oh, Phantasme showing up at the worst time. Alas, what can you do? What can you do? Alrighty, and if there was a third person, I did see two other people in here earlier. I will be at table 3. Oh, there's one other person. I forgot it counts me. Oh. Oh. I see someone joined table 2. They wanted to play against Dino Morbius. Alright. Okay, well, I guess they're going to be playing over there. So, I guess to finish off the YUBEL portion of this stream, I'm going to give my thoughts on the deck because, yeah. I did get to play, and I did win a majority of my games when I was playing YUBEL, so let's just yap it all up about it. So, back with the deck, I feel like this deck is quite strong. I feel like it's well posed in the Master Duel metagame, especially with people not reading their cards and such. And I feel like if you are someone who liked the anime and wants to pick up a competent anime strategy that can compete with the meta and play hand traps, I would highly recommend this deck. The only thing I wouldn't recommend about it is the amount of URs needed. Not necessarily in like the non-engine portion, but if you want to play at least one Unchained Soul of Sharbara, you need to pay up the ass off the UR Dust. Same with our Yama. Same with the SP Little Knights that you pretty much need to go into with Soul of Rage. You need to have multiple Phantom of Yubel, a UR. Ideally, you'd like to have one or more Yubel Loving Defender, also UR. You need 3 Nightmare Throne, also a UR. And Super Poly is incredible in the deck, also a UR. So this deck is not for like the people who don't have a lot of UR dust to spend, but if you did want to play a very fun deck that has a different play style than every other deck in the format, I feel like this is the one. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Okay. Check out my deck first replay. Okay, yeah, I will take a peek at that. Let me just rejoin the duel room. I think I can take a in-room replay. Let's see. Profile. Let's see your deck. Can I take a look at this? I don't think I can take a look at it in here. Well, we can only see what you opened. How about that? I can meet in the middle. Okay. Okay, so you did open the double maxi. Okay. Let's see what the draw for turn was. Alert. Okay. Yep. Okay. And now I'm kind of seeing how that game went. I guess. Maxi. Yep. The draw for turn is Yaman. Okay. Yeah, because you did immediately normal the Yaman after this whole chain of events. And then I drolled. And yeah, I remember exactly how this all went. Yep. the initial hand was not good. You had one thing that had to resolve and four other cards. You did draw another Dino Morbius trap, but the Zeom in top deck was, ooh, that was something else. Alrighty. I am going to do this transition screen while I find out the page to pull up new cards. And let's also put some background music for y'all. It's Mimighoulin time, exactly. Now let me see if I can't pull that up over here. I need one last maxi. Okay, I think I found it. Now let's... Oh, a little bit of no background here. Let me see if I can't add this. Okay, well, let's get this all fixed up. Oh. And there we go. Okay, sec. And just gotta move this back. Where'd it go? Okay. Sec. Okay, let's see new cards. Enjoy the night of your life with Chaotic Allure Queen. There are new Allure Queen cards, aren't there? Or was that a different one of those old archetypes? You can use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. It's a 7/15/15. Same attack and defense, notable. This is a target off of Despian Lulu Lilith. Funny enough. You can pitch another lighter dark monster special in this card from your hand. Target a monster in either graveyard equipped to this card. If you do, for the card's name becomes that monster until the end phase. It's a lighter dark monster. You can special summon a dark Allure Queen monster from your deck or graveyard. Funny enough, this card honestly would not be the worst in Orcust Cartesia. It would be another reason to play Lulu over Quertus. Lulu also being a negate of sorts. It can pitch either a Cartesia portion of the deck, or it can pitch an Orcust portion of the deck to special itself. It's a light spellcaster, so it's a target for Branded and High Spirits to get to Cartesia. It's a light, so again, you can use it for Cartesia. It can become an Orcust by targeting an Orcust that we pitched for uses for making Galatea and Longirsu. And if we choose to play a Dark Allure Queen monster, it can be a free special summon. So, honestly, oh yep, GG's. But honestly, this card is just, reading it just makes it seem like a good card, to be honest. It's a free special. That's nice, honestly. Excited for when that comes out in Rage of Abyss to see if that does anything. Free agents. These I did see. League of Uniform Nomenclature Strikes. Normal spell. Target one face-up monster you control. Equip 2 monsters of the same original name from your hand and or deck or graveyard. As equipped spells, it can't attack or be destroyed by battle while it's equipped with those 2 cards. Can't special summon for the rest of the turn. After this card resolves, this monster with the same original type as the targeted monster. You can activate 1 League of the Uniform Nomenclature Strikes once per turn. This is only here for like silly stuff that needs cards with the multiple name on field, but doesn't necessarily need them to be on the monster zone. I imagine this would be probably pretty alright in like ABC. I don't know enough about ABC. That's not really my lane. Oh, for whoever you're playing against? Oh, my bad. Waiting for Goblin Rider. I've actually, as a little secret, I haven't actually really read any of the Goblin Rider cards. I played against it like once or twice, and it kind of just folded. So I am interested to see what the Goblin Riders actually can do with new support, if it's something that is worth me looking into. Kochobo's Hinumatsuri. It's a level 7 Dark Machine. If this card's in your hand or grave, target a machine monster on the field for the rest of the turn. You can't special from an extra except for Xyz. Special summon this card, but banish it leaves the field if you do have that monster's attack. Also, this card's level becomes that monster's. You can use each effective Kochobo Hinumatsuri once per turn. This is good in trains, right? Target a 10, special itself, it becomes a 10, it's just a free special. Good extender in trains. I wonder if that deck's actually going to do anything, because that means they also have access to the negate, the new one, Voldrath. Zapper Shrimp. 2 Lightfish Synchro Tuner effect monster, needs a non-tuner and a tuner. If it's special, you can send another card from your hand or field to the graveyard, target a spell, trap your opponent controls, and pop it. That effect is Zapper. You can use this effect as Zapper Shrimp once per turn. Once per chain during your opponent's main phase, you can quick effect immediately after this effect resolves, sync or summon using this card you control. This is just another version of Formula, right? Instead of drawing a card, you get a pop a card, and it just Formula syncs out on your opponent's turn. It's just a different formula, right? Oh, it's gonna take them a little bit to reprint that fusion card, especially since doesn't the new support like basically make it a lot easier to get out? So it'd be in their best interest when that support comes out, like the set after it, to reprint the big fuck off Blue Eyes, right? You have to go in 15 minutes? Don't worry, I don't think this stream's gonna be 15 minutes longer. I'm just gonna go over the new cards and then piece it out for today. About 2-hour long stream, not that bad. Okay, that's it for that page. Let's go to next one. New Fiend support. Okay. We're on Dipsy Fiend. It's a 4 water fiend effect, 15,000. Discard a card, declare an attribute except for water. Specialist card from your hand at either field. Then this card becomes that attribute until end of turn. Then if you special summon this card to your opponent's field, special summon 1 level 4 or lower fiend with an original attribute other than declared 1 from your hand or graveyard to your field. For the rest of the turn, you can't special from the extra except for fiends. Honestly, this card's not bad in Musket. You activate this, give it to your opponent, special summon a Musket from your hand. They now have a monster on their side of the field, so you can make a turn 1 max to add a card. That isn't bad. Also turns off Imperm on the max as well. Definitely interested when that comes. When's this coming in? Set season. Oh, is this in the Fiendsmith set? Is this in the same set as Fiendsmith? Oh, shit. Necro Quip Princess. 6 Dark Fiend effect monster. It's a 6. Scary. 2K materials. A monster equipped with a monster card and a Fiend monster card. Okay, so this is for Fiendsmith. Fiendsmith. This is from like more pure Fiendsmith, because this is actually if they start equipping stuff. Must be successful from the extract by sending the above monsters from your hand in or field to the great. Whoa. From your hand or field to the graveyard. That's really good. If a monster is sent from the hand to the graveyard to activate a card effect, activate one of these effects. Equip one of those monsters cards as an equip card that gives a 500, or draw a card. Okay, so this is the downside of playing hand traps against Fiendsmith, is they get a draw card. They need to release Dragoon from the vault, and Master Duel? I don't know about that. Isn't Verte still legal in Master Duel? I don't think that's something you want to give Verte. And then Aerial Eater. 2 Fiends with the same attribute. Good Super Poly card. 21, 26. And this card's, it's a 6 as well, so scary. The card's fusion summon, send a Fiend from your deck to the graveyard. So this is just a Mortal Dragon for Fiends. Zombies Synchro and Fiends Fusion Summon, I guess. So this is like a pretty easy to get into generic Foolish Burial. It's pretty good. If this card is in your graveyard, banish 2 level 6 or higher Fiends with the same attribute from each other from your graveyard, special on this card. So again, this is for Fiendsmith. Like Light Fiends. Like, damn. They're just giving Fiendsmith, oh, I mean, go into hidden rooms and beat special bosses to get Fiendsmith's special gear. That is... Whew. That's scary. Making the deck better before it even comes out. We are on Blazing Bombardment. Oh wait, no, these are just... Okay, confirmed printed cards. Okay, that's fine. New trap support. Magicoidal Soul. If a monster is special summoned by a trap effect, you can special summon this card from your hand or grave, but special summon from the graveyard. Banish one of these a field. During your opponent's battle phase, quick effect, activate one of these effects. Synchro, Xyz, or that's it. Okay. You can make Gigantic Sprite, Gin Buster, right? No, Gin Buster needs Darks. It's probably something you can do about that. Synchroing, quick synchroing is always going to be good, so I imagine that trap deck this is going to be good. We're on Volma, Statue of the Sacred Dragon. It's a pen, 218, level 2. A monster special summoned by your trap effect, you can target one card on the field, return it to hand, and special on this card. You can use the effect of Volma once per turn. That's a penned effect. When a monster declares an attack, you can place this monster in your pen zone. If you do return the opponent's monster to hand, you can only effective Volma once per turn. If a monster from the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your pen zone. Okay, this is really good for that trap deck, isn't it? You just have it always scaled, and it's just always just going to be an asshole on field. It's pretty damn good. Kuibeko. Specials on this card is an effect monster. Fairy Earth, level 2, 0/0. What's with all the level 2 monsters? Make Herald. Herald's a good card. I mean, yeah. Once per chain, your opponent activates a monster effect on field that targets a card. Quick effect. Send this card. You can set this card in your spell trap zone. And if you do negate that effect, then if that monster has the highest attack on your opponent's field, return it to the hand. So the idea is you summon it at the start of your opponent's turn, and the moment they activate a monster effect that would target a card like SP, you could negate it, and then if it's a big monster, they can bounce it. It seems alright, but situational since it's targeting negation. Okay, and I think this is the Mimighoul stuff. Enter the Mimighoul dungeon. Mimighoul Master, Earth level 4 zombie. New zombie cards. 1812. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects while your opponent controls any face-down monsters, or you control a Mimighoul monster other than itself. You can use each of the following effects of its master once per turn. If it's no more special, you can add a Mimighoul from deck to hand except for itself. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can change one face-down monster in the field to face-up attack or defense position. Okay, this is the best card in the deck. Yeah, this is the best card in the deck. The idea of the deck is, I guess, to give your flip monsters to your opponents and have them all be shitty. This is definitely a way to make them flip their monsters face up. And I guess, honestly, that isn't the worst. If you're setting shitty monsters to your opponent's field, if you can set, like, more than, like, 3... I mean, more than 2 monsters to your field, like, you can set 3 or more. I feel like this strategy is actually going to be really good. Because if your opponent only gets 2 main monster zones in order to perform their plays, and if flipping a monster up in order to remove it from the field by linking it off is going to be paired with a really bad effect, then they're probably not going to want to do that. And I guess that's how this deck interacts with their opponents. I like these. They seem really funny to play. I'm a Mimighoul all over the place. The new trap Iron Thunder is great for the this deck I have. Oh, Iron Thunder? Yeah. I think that card's pretty good generically. No, Mimikyu actually seem really fun. I'm hoping this is a low rarity archetype, because I definitely wanted to take a look at building this. It seems really goofy. Mimikyu Dragon, 1 Dragon, flip effect, 500, 2000. The main phase, apply one of these effects in the sequence. Flip, destroy all face-up monsters you control except for Mimikyu monsters. Okay. Wow. That's good. Or give control of this card to your opponent. During your main phase, you can special summon this card. You flip, destroy all monsters, and then you give this card to your opponent. So if you flip it and you only have Mimigyls, it doesn't do anything. But if you give it to your opponent, during your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field in face down defense position. If this card's no more special summon, you can add one Mimigyl spell trap from your deck to your hand. Oh, so the Mimigyls aren't just flip effects, but they also have effects when they're normal or special too. That's really good. Okay, I was gonna say if they're just flip effects, they're not that great. Oh my goodness. I forgot to... Yeah, let's not listen to that. That's fun. You can play Mimikyu with a Verniself. They are all Earth. Yes, that is true. Could I ask you a question? I'm looking to add another card to my extra deck. I don't know what though. Is it possible for you to look over your deck? Yeah. If you're in the Discord, you can definitely send a picture of the deck in like we have a forum channel. It's not frequently used in the Discord, but it's meant for people to put their decks in order to get advice on it or to just share their decks with people. So if you have a deck that you want me to take a look at, definitely put it in the Yu-Gi-Oh forum in the Discord, and I'll definitely take a look at it. No, but this Mimikyu Dragon seems really good. It seems like the other good normal summon other than Master, depending on what spell traps are available to the archetype. Mimikyu Cerberus, level 1 Beast Flip Effect, 418. Flip it's the main phase, apply effects in the sequence. Banish the top 3 cards of your deck, then special summon one of your banished monsters to your opponent's field in a defense position. Funny. And then give it to your control to your opponent. During your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field and face down defense position. Your opponent can't target face-up spells you control with card effects. So it looks like they have a continuous spell or a field spell of some sort. Mimikyu Archfiend. This is the one card of the archetype that I did read. If it's your opponent's, if it's the main phase, your opponent draws a card, you send a card from your hand to the graveyard, and then you give this to your opponent. During your main phase, special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field in the face-down defense. If it's normal or special, you can change one face-down monster on the field to face-up attack or defense position. You can use each effect of Archfiend once per turn. Again, really solid card for the archetype. Mimikyu Dungeon, field spell. Mimikyu monsters you control that were not normal or special summoned this turn gain attack equal to their original defense. Any player controls a face-down monster cannot normal summon monsters nor declare an attack with monsters that were special summoned this turn. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Damn! I mean, forcing them to flip up the monsters that they want to link off is really good. Damn. During your main phase, add a Mimikyu monster from your deck to your hand. You can lose it down. Not even on activation, just during the main phase. Whoa. Wowzers. No. You're all good. I don't mind if you all post in a different place in the Discord. I'm just mostly saying because the forum is for that. So it's just a way where you can kind of get easier access to advice, I feel. Where it's like more like you're looking for advice or you're showing off the deck in like a forum-like fashion where it's going to be a little bit more streamlined to exactly what you're entailing. Is Flip going to be meta? Let's see. I don't think it's going to be meta, but Mimikyu Dungeon's a good-ass card. Damn, that's a good card. Mimikyu Maker. Reveal 2 flip monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks one for you to special to their field and face down defense position, and you add the other to your hand. Then you can special a Mimikyu from your hand. If your opponent special summons a monster except you have the damage step, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one face down monster your opponent controls, change it to face up attack or defense. Wow, this really is the Mimikyu Maker. It makes this deck fucking good. Whoa. Every single one of these cards that I've read have been, like, good. Maybe the worst one is, like, Cerberus. Like, I imagine this one you don't play more than, like, one of, because you can just give this to your opponent with Maker, or you add it to your own hand. But let's keep reading. There's one more card. Mimikyu Room. Normal trap. Special summon one Mimikyu monster from your hand or deck to your field and face down defense position to your opponent's field. Wait, did I read that right? Special summon one Mimikyu monster from your hand or deck to your field, or in face down defense position to your opponent's field. Okay, I see.
Then you can change one face-up monster on the field to face-down position. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target any number of Mimigools you control, return them to hand. You can activate one Mimighoul room effect per turn, only once per turn. Whoa! Whoa. You can give yourself the Mimighouls you gave to your opponents. Okay, yeah. Damn, that's good. First effect, it's pretty also pretty good, actually. Wait. Okay, yeah. I need to double check to make sure these are all once per turns. Funny enough though, Maker can't add Master. So you have to get to Master with something else. But these aren't all zombies. These are all different types. Zombie, dragon, beast, and fiend. But they're all Earth with different stats. Is this why y'all were asking about Small World? I feel like Small World would actually be really good in this deck specifically. They're all Earths with like nothing in common except for the fact that they're Earth attributes. Swords are revealing. Does that flip up the monsters? It does, doesn't it? That's really funny. All right, if you aren't going to activate them, I am. Flip up all your monsters. Now. Boom. That's funny. That's real funny. I think there was one more that I wanted to take a look at, if I was not mistaken. Yeah. One more. The White Forest cards. Yeah. If you all want, I can also give you my thoughts on the Molcharmy card. If you don't want it, though, it's fine. Oh, these are just confirming the white card, like the rarities and stuff. These White Forest cards seem interesting. I don't like the fact that they're giving YUBEL Star more archetypal cards, but, you know. What can you do? You want me to take a look at the Molcharmy? Okay, I'll give you my thoughts on the Molcharmy. Molcharmy Fuwalos. A level 4 Wind Winged Beast. 100, 600. You activate one Molcharmy monster effect the turn you activate this effect. For anyone who doesn't know, the other Molcharmy basically draws you a card every time your opponent summons a card from hand, I think. Oh, Subtears? I think Subtears would also be pretty cool with that Ghoul archetype. I didn't think the other Molcharmy was that good. I feel like it was like a good side deck card because it can counter certain decks that like specialing from their hand. But I didn't really give it too much thought, to be completely honest. But this card, though. If you control no cards, quick effect, you can discard this card from your hand, apply these effects this turn. Each time your opponent special summons a monster from the deck and or extra deck, immediately draw one card. Once during the end phase, if the number of cards in your hand is more than the number of cards your opponent controls, plus 6, you must randomly shuffle cards in your hand or the deck, so the number of cards in your hand equal the number of cards your opponent controls, plus 6. They reprinted Maxi, and it's legal. It's not as good as Maxi, obviously. One thing though, you can activate 2 of this card. It only says you can only activate one other Molcharmy monster effect, but there's no once per turn on this card. So you can, I think, if I'm reading it correct, I think you can double dip. I mean, yeah, the Subterra City also does make your monsters big, but I feel like having their own archetypal field spell is better, because that also makes your cards big after a turn. It seems like that flip monster deck wants to control the field. My thoughts on this card, I hate it. I do not like this card. I do not. Dip, potato chip, exactly. No, I do not like this card. I don't think this is going to be a healthy way to shift the metagame to punish people from performing game actions that were previously thought to have been mandatory. Oh, the city's a continuous spell? Oh, that one. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I thought you were talking about the Subterra field spell. No, but yeah, I'm not hyped up for this card being in the format. Oh, it allows you enough attack per game? Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, if it lets you OTK, I could see a reason for that being in the deck if it's consistent enough. But no, yeah, I do not like this Mulcharmy card. I would recommend for people who want to play around this card. It's the same way you play around Maxi and Master Duel. It's either you fucking open Crossout or Called By, or you draw Droll and Lockbird exactly. I'm personally... Oh, I don't like the fact that I'm going to have to include this card in decks just because it's so incredibly powerful, and the fact that this is more than likely going to be a secret rare when it comes to TCG, so I'm going to have to literally pay like $300 for it. But I do not like the design of this card. I do not think that this is the direction the game should be going, punishing people for taking game actions. I feel like it's the same situation as Skill Drain, where it was like one step forward, two steps back, where they banned all the, like, they banned or limited all the annoying ass floodgates like Summon Limit, Anti-Spell, Fragrance. There can be only one goes in match. And they're like, you know what? Skill Drain, though? Skill Drain can be at 3. Same thing with Macro to a lesser extent. I feel like Macro actually does have like outs. You just have to like banish a fuck ton of cards that you own. But Skill Drain, unless you're maining spell and trap removal that is accessible via spells and traps in your deck, it is quite difficult to out Skill Drain. So yeah, I think these are my like thoughts on this card. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the fact that it's a winged beast either. It makes it unnecessarily tutorable if you are going second. I mean, if you're going, I don't know. If you're going first, and you want to search this card, you kind of have to end on nothing. Although, I mean, if you're playing AirPods Turbo, I mean, this is a really good card. Discord is being stupid. I tried to accept your invite. Is my invite expired? That might be the case if my invite's expired. I have been using the same invite for like a million years. Let me see. Yeah, there's a pretty decent chance that the invite's expired. Let me find a way to do that. Just one moment, please. And then once I get that up and running, I will... Okay. Let me see. How can I... Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comment it. I'm gonna comment it in the chat over here, okay? I'm gonna be an average chatter. Is this gonna get banned? No. Okay. I just sent the Discord link in the chat. And I will try and get all that fixed on the overlays if I remember, to be completely honest. If I remember to fix it, it will get fixed. But with that out of the way, I am going to be peacing out. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Thank you anyone who is watching the VOD. Appreciate you all a lot. But yeah, again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the great duels, and I am going to be seeing you all later. Bye-bye. Oh, and also next stream is going to be a little bit more telegraphed. I know this one was a little bit random. I kind of forgot to make a notification yesterday when I had when I finished my playtesting with YUBEL. My bad.